Hey friends, so first of all I want to show something random. This lighting really shows my like white stripe or white streak of hair, and I always wanted something like that, so that was very important that I told you guys. So if you saw the thumbnail, you know what this video is about. It's about how writing saved my life. And I know that sounds very dramatic, but when I boil it down and I just really think about that moment, it was such a pivot point for me. And so I just wanted to share what happened that kind of gave me this this amazing change in direction. So this was December 7th, 2017, and I remember that for a few reasons, but one of the reasons is that it snowed that day, and in Houston, Texas, it doesn't snow a lot, and honestly, usually it's not real snow, it's just like this sad slush that kind of falls, and it doesn't even like gather on the ground, but it's Texas snow. And so on December 7th, I was on the phone with someone, and I can't even remember if I was on the phone or texting, but I was communicating with someone that I probably shouldn't have even been talking to, like a toxic person, basically. I still feel weird saying that, but so they told me on the phone, hey, it's snowing outside, and I was in bed, and I just hadn't been that low in a very, very long time. So basically I had been dealing with suicidal thoughts for the first time in a while, and I just felt so tired. Like I was kind of like, I've done this already, because I did deal with suicidal thoughts and ideation like when I was like 15, 17, 20 something, teens and 20s, just off and on. And so in 2017 I was 30 years old, and I was just like, I don't know if I can do this like again. Like, I don't know if I can pick myself up from this kind of thinking for the third, fourth, whatever time it was. And so when my friend said that it was snowing and I should go look at it, I could not have been less interested. I don't fucking care if it's snowing. Like, I hate myself. I hate everything. Like, I don't care about some stupid snow, right? But then there was like a pause in my mind, and then I don't know how to describe it except for like an intuitive hit. Something in my gut or heart or some body part saw this moment as a turning point. And so in my head I was like, it would probably really make me feel better if I went outside and looked at the snow. And I was completely paralyzed for a little bit. And it's one of those things that might be hard for some people to imagine, but if you deal with mental health issues, you know that sometimes literally just getting out of bed can feel like such a big ask, and you don't even think you can do it, and you're just paralyzed. And that's how I felt when my friend said to look at the snow, and I was like, my first instinct was, fuck that. Something told me I need to look at the snow. And so I wish I had a better explanation of like how I started moving, but honestly, I just kind of forced myself, I guess. And so I got up, put on shoes, and I went outside. And it was that horrible, like, kind of like dissociation feeling where everything's just kind of distant and blurred. And I was out there, and and like I could tell it was cold, but I didn't feel cold. It was just like this disconnect between myself and my environment. So I went outside, and there's a street light outside of the house, my parents' house where I was at, and my cat. Oh man, hold on. Okay, I put him in the bathroom, so he's not going to be very happy. But where was I? The snow, wanting to die. It sounds so horrible. I was outside, and there's a street light right there in front of my house, or my parents' house. And so it was night, so kind of the only way you could see the snow was to look at the little halo of light. And so I was looking up at it, and I just felt completely blank. And in the back of my mind, I knew that this was a really bad place to be, but like I couldn't fight it. So I was just staring at the little flurries in the light, and a little slushy bit fell on my glasses, and it looked like a single-celled organism, like through the glasses. It looked like a little amoeba. I think that's the right word. It's been a long time since I was in biology class in high school. But it looked like a little amoeba, like on my glasses. It felt like I was looking through a microscope. And out of nowhere, in my head, I was like, I need to put that in my book. I need to use that image in my book. And at this point, my book that I'm working on is called Syndrome, and parts of it have been in my mind for a decade, but this was 2017. I didn't properly start working on it consistently until 2019. So in 2017, I didn't have nearly as many words or fully formed ideas or anything, but I knew like the gist of it. I knew like key moments. And in my head, when the snow hit my glasses, that was my immediate thought, like a reflex. I was like, I need to put this in my book. And when that happened, that was just the moment where I can't die. I have my book to write. And it's one of those moments where, I'm supposed to be a writer, but maybe I write better than I talk, because it's really hard to verbalize the shift that happened in that one like half second. It was just kind of, I have something to do, like it's like my purpose. So I can't quit, I can't stop. And so yeah, that's my story of how writing saved my life. I'd love to know if there's any creatives watching, or anyone at all. Like, if you have something to say, please leave a comment. Let me know if you're working on a project, whether it's creative or not. I'd love to hear about it. And if you like this kind of content, feel free to subscribe. And yeah, I really love you guys, and I'll see you next time.